What's up, everybody? Ricky K here, your New York insider for IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all the sports. Yankees are up in Canada. It's a really big series, trying to get back in the AL East race, and they laid a huge egg last night, 4-1. Blue Jays scored all 4 runs in the 5th inning, and it's not necessarily Carlos Rodon's fault. It's more Yankees defensive mistakes. Oswald Peraza makes a throwing error, and another throwing error by Anthony Volpe. And when you look at this Yankee team now, they're 4 back of Toronto. If they lose one more game to the Blue Jays over this series or the one in September, Toronto wins the season series. So essentially, if you lose, let's say tonight is Cam Schlittler against Max Scherzer, a 5-game deficit essentially is 6. This is desperation time for the Yankees in terms of a division. Not for the playoffs, because you look at the American League stinks. The Yankees are going to make the playoffs because the AL is terrible. But the problem the Yankees have, and the problem is really its accountability. Anthony Volpe has 12 errors this year. It's the most in the league. And the way you hear Aaron Boone talk about Anthony Volpe, and in regards to saying they were asking last night about the defense, and Boone was saying, well, 3 or 4 of those errors shouldn't have been his, and he's looking at defensive metrics and all these different things. Whatever you want to look at, Anthony Volpe's been terrible. That doesn't mean he can't turn it around. That doesn't mean that he can't be the player that he's supposed to be in the future. But just once, I would love a manager to say, we think he's got a bright future, we think he's going to be good, but right now he's not. I don't know how the player can really be mad at that. And the problem is because Boone doesn't really publicly hold him accountable. Volpe doesn't really be accountable. And that's a problem. That's a problem when you look at a team that sometimes is stuck in their own ways because they think eventually their way is going to work, and sometimes it doesn't. So the Yankees have a lot to fix because they really haven't been the same for the last month. They're still around in this division because, like I said, the American League isn't any good. Blue Jays have won 11 straight home games. That's a team that looks like it can make a run to a World Series. That's a team that's a rental away like Eugenio Suarez from really doing something special. Yankees don't look like that right now. But they have 10 days to try to fix it before the trade deadline. Be sure to follow us on X at ISR_New York for the latest in New York sports. Until then, this is Ricky K saying have a great rest of your day.